Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today's explainer is really exciting. You know, a lot of people think that good English means using huge, difficult vocabulary words. But actually, that's a myth. It's just not true. Today, we're going to uncover a simple secret to make your writing flow perfectly. And it's all about linking words.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. First, we'll look at the secret to good writing. Then we'll cover coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and transition words. Finally, we'll talk about a great rule: connect, don't collect. Let's get started. Section 1, the secret to good writing. Let's find out exactly what separates intermediate English writers from advanced ones.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the difference between the two sides. Listen to the first set of sentences. I like technology, I study English, I want to work abroad. Do you hear that? It sounds a bit robotic. Stop and start, stop and start. But now, listen to the second set. I like technology and I study English because I want to work abroad. It sounds completely natural, right? It flows smoothly, kind of like a wave. That is the magic of linking words.
Moving on to Section 2, coordinating conjunctions. That sounds like a big, scary grammar term, but don't worry, it simply means words that connect two perfectly equal ideas. We have an amazing trick to help you remember these words. It's the word fanboys. F-A-N-B-O-Y-S. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. For beginners, it's best to just focus on and, but, or, and so. They act like glue for equal thoughts. For example, she was tired, but she finished the work. We just connected two equal ideas with the simple word but. Now, let's talk about commas. This can be tricky, but I promise it's easy once you see it. Look at the example with the green checkmark. I finished my homework, and I watched a movie. Both sides of the word and are complete independent sentences. Because of that, we use a comma. But the crucial point is, look at the one with the red X. I like coffee and tea. The word tea is just one word. It's not a full sentence on its own. So no comma is needed. You just write, I like coffee and tea.
Let's move to Section 3, subordinating conjunctions. These work a little bit differently by attaching a dependent idea to a main one. These words set up a special relationship. They connect a strong main idea with a weaker dependent idea. Words like because, although, since, and while. They help explain why or when. For example, if we say, he stayed home because he was sick, the word because gives us the exact reason. And this perfectly shows a really simple comma rule. Basically, it's like a math equation. If the linking word is at the very start of the sentence, like, although I was tired, you absolutely must put a comma in the middle. Although I was tired, I finished the report. But if that linking word is in the middle of the sentence, you don't need a comma at all. I finished the report although I was tired. Simple, right? Section 4, transition words. These operate on a slightly larger scale than our first two types of words. So, transition words are not exactly conjunctions. They don't just connect ideas inside one sentence. Instead, they are bridges between completely separate sentences or even paragraphs. They act as helpful signposts for the reader. We often use them in formal writing. Words like furthermore, however, and therefore. Notice how they start a brand new sentence? Because of that, they are usually followed right away by a comma. Here is a really helpful cheat sheet for you. I invite you to pause the explainer right now and take a quick screenshot. Advanced writers use these specific categories to effectively guide the reader. If you want to add information, you use and. If you want to show a contrast, use however. Keep this picture on your phone. It's a fantastic way to practice. Finally, Section 5, connect, don't collect. This is the empowering core philosophy of good writing. Let's do one last makeover together. Listen to the first set of basic, choppy sentences. I woke up. I had breakfast. I went to work. It's okay, but we can do better. Now listen to the improved version. After I woke up, I had breakfast, and then I went to work. Replacing short sentences with linked ideas is absolutely the fastest way to elevate your English writing. So I want to leave you with this powerful mantra. Don't collect vocabulary. Connect ideas. You really don't need 1,000 big, difficult words. You just need to connect your simple ideas smoothly. It makes a huge difference. So here's my final question for you. Think about the very next time you write an email. Which connecting word will you use first to guide your reader? Think about it, keep practicing, and thank you so much for joining us for this explainer.